Hello guys, and welcome to the third devlog. So today we're gonna be talking about the new thing I've been working on, and it's called the mountain. Yes, a mountain. The reason why I did this was because I thought that the island is mostly flat. Honestly, there isn't really much to it. It's mostly just entirely just a big flat piece of land, and it's really. I want to put like a big mountain in the corner because I thought that'd be actually kind of cool to have a big mountain in the corner, you know? Would make it less flat. And and I'm gonna be mostly talking about today. So simply let's talk about how I made the thing. First of all, you may want to know that. So simply what I used was that what I did with it, I just simply took out the editing tool, and I made it a bit. It would be a much bigger, but pretend it's kind of big. I would just like make like a little base, like a big base. This will be the biggest part of the whole thing, and then I make a little smaller layer on top of that layer, and then just keep doing that until you reach the desired amount of layers or height. And then what you do is that you just smooth it. Tool. What I will do is that I would just smooth it all out, and then it would look nice. And then you would, like for the rough, you would leave like a couple rough edges here, and then you would use like a rock paint like that or something like that. And that's how I created this. And it's honestly, I honestly think it looks quite nice. It will look definitely good in the in-game. I will show it to you. It looks beautiful. It also runs quite well, and that's all I can tell you. So I did that, and I just did that over and over again, and I got this, and I smoothed it out, and it looks like this. So what I used was that I used brush tool, my favorite tool to put vegetation, like plants all over the place. And what I did was I just simply selected a bushes, I put them all around, and the way it works is simply like, for example, let's say I want to put a bunch of trees, and I want them to have like a random size between 1 and 1.5, and there'll be that amount of size in between. We'll pick a random size for them, and then you can choose like how big you want, how big of the area you want to choose to like cover. Like for now, I'm gonna add like all this stuff in an area of 20, and I'm gonna also make it so they're all spaced out about 20. Yeah. You can also choose like how much you want to rotate, if you want it to like be straight up like a stick, or you want it to be like, you know, kind of go with the terrain, or you want to just choose a random. You just want to choose a direction. You want to make a point, like maybe, for example, you maybe want to make this tree for some reason look upside down. So yeah, that's the thing. You also have like this stuff, but you probably won't really use that often. I only use the regular brush tool, and I think I also did for the lower layers. I made it so there's more bushes and vegetation, and it'll be like you can see there's many more trees in on top. And what happens, the higher the level, there'll be actually less trees, because in real life there would be less oxygen, so it'd be harder. It would be a little bit harder for plants to live up there, but it's still possible. And yeah, that's what I did. And what I also did, I made a big hole here, and you may think, hey Adam, did you make a mistake and just put a big hole in there for no reason? No, I didn't. I actually did this because I'm gonna make a mine eventually out of this. So there's gonna be like a big tunnel into the ground, and I also plan maybe eventually to maybe actually add a story to the game also. And if there is gonna be a story, the mine will be a part of it. That's what I think, at least maybe I could do. So that's a thing we're gonna do. So yeah, that's one of the things we're gonna do so far in the game. So now what we're gonna do is, you may think, hey, this is so big. How is it gonna even work when it's so big and there's so many trees? How is it gonna work at like a good frame rate that like mobile users or people with a really bad computer are gonna be able to play it? Well, we're gonna check that out, and so let's play it. And we're gonna start off at the top of the mountain. I'm just gonna go around and just show it off. So simply what I did here, This is the thing so far. So I'm at max graphics right now. It also runs quite fine on of course at lower, but it looks so beautiful on high graphics. So that's what I did, and yeah, that's how it looks like so far. I also added a sun ray effect. It looks quite beautiful. I love the Roblox added a sun ray effect. It looks so beautiful. So what I did was that I also, you may see that the whole marsh is gone for some reason. That's because I decided to add something new called streaming enabled. It's a feature Roblox has. And you know Minecraft simply, it has chunks, right? Because how is it gonna load the whole world when there's like millions of blocks being loaded there? Well, what they do is that they have multiple chunks loaded, like the chunks that the player can see, because there's no reason why to load all the chunks beyond the player's view if they can't even see them. So it's better to just not load them at all. So that's what Roblox does. But what we do instead here is that instead of not loading them at all, what we do instead is that we load it, but with something called an imposter mesh that Roblox calls it. Very sussy, isn't it? And what happens is that it's simply just a fake mesh, a very low quality mesh of it. It's like the biggest, like and it's also less detailed, so you won't it won't take up as much memory on the computer, and it will be less laggy. And you can honestly see that because the mesh, the texture of the grass from this point on, you can see that it just looks much lower quality. But you may think still, why are the trees gone? There's no reason why to. Well, apparently that's also part of streaming enabled. Streaming enabled removes parts far away, because also, why do you need to see them when they're so far away? And plus, it's not really a big deal. So yeah, that's what streaming enabled does. It will do it to both it does it to both parts and the terrain. So it's a really useful thing if you want to lower lag. So now we're just gonna show off the whole Roblox thingy. So we already looked at the top. It looks beautiful. So now we're gonna take a look at the mine and see how the ginormous hole in the ground looks like. So that's a mine. It's quite humongous, honestly. I can't climb up here, so that kind of sucks. I can't even get up here, but that's the big mine we have here. And I also have a thing I forgot to mention. I also made it so it would be harder. I wanted to make it more realistic, so I made it so Roblox characters can only climb a thing if it's like at least below 45 degrees of steepness, or maybe like 45 to 50 degrees. So you can't just climb up a wall like this if it isn't exactly at least more than 89 degrees. So you can't really. So it's more realistic. Usually, because apparently I just looked up on the internet, and apparently a human can climb up if they're a well and healthy human. They can climb up to 45 to 50 degrees. So yeah, that's what I did. So that's the mine, and now we're gonna go over and check out how it looks like, how this ginormous mountain looks like from a distance. And yeah, I'm gonna get kind of close for a reason, because of course the streaming enabled is not gonna even show it. It's just gonna show a lower quality mesh of it. And yes, that's how it looks like. So it looks honestly quite beautiful. You can see the big trees, and it's quite big, honestly. It's still climbable, but it's quite cool, honestly. I think this would be quite cool. And it would be so cool actually if we also added like maybe later on like a climber job where you can climb mountains and you become world famous or something like that. But there's a kind of low possibility for that, because you need like something like Mount Everest from those Roblox like that Mount Everest roleplay game, you need something like that to actually like have a role like that. But yeah, that's how the mountain looks like so far. So that's the new thing I've been working on. You may think that this is kind of a short video, and yes it is, because it isn't really that much actually. But what I do plan on doing in the next episode, I do plan. There was a 7-Eleven there, but of course streaming enabled. But we're gonna have also a 7-Eleven here, so like a gas station here, because I'm also planning on adding a road system. So that should take me a while, because it's gonna take me a while to actually make like all the roads and stuff, and make sure that everything's right with them, like they're all anchored and they're not like grass isn't going through them. So yeah, that's something we're gonna do. But once that's done, you'll be quite amazed. It's gonna look quite nice. So that's the third devlog. So yeah. Also, join my Discord. I have a new Discord now, and it's for the channel. And if earlier you may have seen a Discord notification. So yeah, that's gonna be join my Discord server. There's probably gonna be a link here up on the screen. So we join it. I don't really have anyone except my friends there. So I would really appreciate it if somebody else from that follows the channel often actually comes in and see it. I would really appreciate it. And I also plan on adding and making a gameplay video. It's gonna be like some Super Doomspire video or something like that, I believe. So wait for it; it should come out. And I also may plan out with my friends. I may actually also make a few collabs, and we may have like a nice Super Doomspire battle against each other, and so that'll be also another thing that's coming up soon. So yeah, quite kind of big things coming for the channel, honestly, and for the game as well. So join there if you want to learn more about the game, maybe, or just simply meet up with me. So yeah, join the Discord server and have a good day. Bye.